Okay, Stu Kroll, Great Neck. As we move closer to budget hearings and elections, our town has not moved one step closer to helping sick and dying cats on the streets. Let me state unequivocally, it is not that our town is doing nothing for cats. In comparison, however, our dog shelter has an annual budget of $900,000. They will also be receiving a $200,000 grant from the State Companion Grant Fund. That money could also have gone to help cats as well. Our town trapper gets paid $165 per cat. The relevant point being she can only trap a small number of cats as there's no place to bring them. Unless the weather is good the night before our once monthly clinic and the cats are present that night, for most people there's no place to take them. If we had a voucher program, the town trapper could do more. Hempstead spays and neuters cats virtually every day. North Hempstead, a very wealthy town, has easily the worst conditions for cats of any town on Long Island. Somehow every other town has utilized their capital program to build a cat shelter, which we probably would have if it were not for the ignorant and cruel policies of John Kamen. Apparently, he decided that 80 to 90% of these cats would be euthanized. He thought the state law mandated that municipal shelters had to euthanize cats. I don't think he could possibly have thought that. It was just a cop-out. But anyway, he should have checked the law, and he had a town attorney working for him as a supervisor, and if he didn't do it, they should have checked the law. Most shelters, such as Hempstead, rarely euthanize cats, except in the case of terminal illness. Feral cats are usually sent to a sanctuary at town expense. Over the past 15 years, how many cats have suffered and died due to his indifference and incompetence? Not to mention the $130,000 the town had to pay to settle a lawsuit with a contractor after work had already begun and he had stopped it. I'd also be curious to know where the money was diverted to. Anyway, groups such as Best Friends, a very wealthy group, they pull solely for municipal shelters. So these cats are pulled out, and the shelters all have, volunteers and employees. We have approached the wealthy individual in an attempt to get them to donate a building or fund a shelter. Allegedly, they had some interest and asked for a proposal regarding running and maintenance of said facility. We advocates, responded with a professional proposal in the process of about a week regarding this, what will be done. The town will obviously have to maintain the cost of operating said facility. This was 2 months ago. The response letter was nebulous, and it was very clear nothing was going to happen quickly. I have dealt with this town for 4 years on this issue. It's really sad. This individual is getting on in years, and we need to move quickly before they lose interest, or these delays show that the town is not serious. We have been discussing a possible voucher program with the town. This would be a small step in a positive direction. It would give residents much greater flexibility in getting their cats fixed. They would have a choice of certain vets and could book an appointment. We need a small amount of money to use as a stopgap measure to fund the program before the next budget is enacted. There seem to be available funds, and correct me if I'm wrong, in the general fund unallocated fund balance. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there also emergency allocations on tonight's agenda? I believe I saw something to that effect. I believe there's $40,000 allocated for something called flight plan analysis by Cuomo LLC. In conclusion, there seems to be plenty of money available for many projects such as paid plantings, rain barrels, or flight plan analysis. We having living creatures on the streets solely due to owner negligence and town indifference. When is the money coming in to give them the help they need so desperately? This my last sentence. To sit there and do nothing, basically everybody's responsible if they're sitting there and doing nothing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.